What's up guys, Austin from ATG. Welcome to this video guys. So this is going to be another trade recap review video. Again, this is a NASDAQ futures trade. So we're trading the NQ for a nice short setup today guys. So we're gonna go over what I was looking at technically, how I executed, what the result of the trade was. This is a nice day trade. This was a Friday trade to end the week. It was a great trade. So let's hop on to the screens, see what we were looking at technically, dive into the move, kind of dissect it, show you guys what we had going on today. So if we take a look here, we can see we have two screens. We got the left side and we got the right side. So on the left side, we have our overnight volume profile along with the session volume profile over here. We can see the new session is starting right here. Just kind of hard to see when we're zoomed out. It's a 15-minute chart. I'll flip back and forth between the 15 and the 30-minute on this type of chart. But I'm mainly using this to find high volume areas that I can look to trade some reactions from going into the session. And then on the right side, we could see a little bit more of a levels based chart, exponential moving average. We have a session VWAP, 24-hour VWAP. But I even laid over a session profile as well. So jumping into the trade, let's dissect this, kind of pick where my brain was at going into this analysis, kind of take a look at some executions as well. So as we can see here, we have these red rectangles mapping out some high volume areas from the overnight session. We can see we have the overnight point of control here, right around 11, 410, 411-ish, and just this high volume area going from 385 to 426. Got a high volume node from 464 to 472-ish, and then another high volume area lining up between the prior day value area low and the prior day point of control from 550s to around 580. So going into the session, what we could see is we had a nice push lower, some strong selling to start the day, taking out some lows, taking out this pre-market low here, or overnight low that's shown by this dotted green line. Now, what I'm looking at in terms of levels going into a session is I'm looking at overnight low, overnight high, prior day high, prior day low, prior day close, prior day point of control, prior day value area low, prior day value area high. Now that's a lot of different levels, but all of these are key market generated levels that I use as key levels going into the new session that we can get some nice trade ideas off of if they are confluent with some other technical aspects. So let's take a look at what we had going on. So we obviously have the selling. We sell through this high volume area from the overnight. And now this is where I start to form a trade idea. I say, okay, we broke lower than the overnight volume area. We broke underneath the VWAP for the session and we cracked that overnight low. So we definitely have a nice sell side confirmation here that the sentiment for the day is a little bit tilted to the downside. So what I'm looking to do is mainly short a pop back into this high volume area in confluence with some other technical aspects. So let's see what we had. We had the push down. Let's see what we got going into it. We have a little bit more of a further push. Now I'm identifying, all right, we have the value area high for the session right around 416. I know that we have, the prior day point of control around 411, 412. So that's a good place in my head that I'm considering entering this position. Now let's see what we had going on. So we go up there and we just dump right off that, move a little bit lower, kind of just stick around there for a little bit. So right around this 420-ish area, right around 1050, I actually threw on a 10% size short because I was expecting price to maybe push up a little bit higher to that 24-hour VWAP. So if we go ahead and take a look at some of the execution here, we can see that's right where I got my first short in. So first short, we got marked right here, right between 410, 420, around that 415-ish area. So nice little position, just to get involved. with the market, start feeling it out for the day. So got filled on that, instant rejection lower. And basically now I'm, taking a look at the chart and saying, all right, where are people getting involved here? I'm starting to see, quick reactions off the value area high, one time, quick reaction off the value area high second time, and we're extended from that session VWAP. So now I'm thinking in my head, all right, there's a lot of people short in this value area high. Maybe we'll get a reaction off of this, and people will eventually get squeezed out of this, end up stopping out of their trade, and then maybe we can get some continuation lower. So that was actually some insight that I sent to my group. Said, yo, value area high, super reactive. Maybe we will see those traders get stopped out, and that's when we can really hit this trade and look for that continuation after everybody kind of busts out from their value area high shorts. So we have the 24-hour VWAP right at 431. Going into the day, we did move lower back into value area low, pop back up, and then boom, we tag 24-hour VWAP, squeeze higher than that previous wick from that value area high short, and I bet you people got squeezed out of there. A lot of people, will be looking at these levels, placing their stops maybe above that recent high as the trade starts to move in their favor, and then boom, they get stopped out just barely as price violates that wick. So we could see we had that high, right here, and just squeeze right above it, tag that 24-hour VWAP, and then back lower. So that is actually where I got involved in the trade with my full size. So if we take a look here, we could see this was my second entry. Second entry was right above that 420, filled that, and then boom, we got that reaction lower. So let's take a look at the trade and see how it progressed throughout the day. So it breaks down, snaps through value area low. I covered a little bit at the value area low, and I covered a little bit at the session VWAP. And then I basically just let the rest of my trade move to targets. And this is a 10-minute bar, so if I actually go to the 5-minute and run it back a little bit, we can see that we actually had tag right there. And then we go through VWAP, bounce off that overnight low again, and point of control. And kind of just sit there for around like 5-10 minutes before moving lower into value area low, and then ultimately snapping it with that further downside pressure. And then we kind of wick off the recent low of the day. So once we hit the value area low and the low for the session, I covered up most of my position. This is a nice quick trade. Most of my trades don't really last too long. I'm kind of looking to get in my position and take most of it off within the first 30 minutes of getting filled. I am a day trader, so I do like these shorter duration trades. However, I will leave a runner to capitalize on the rest of the move. So let's take a look at some execution and see what we got going on. So we can see right here that we do get that fill, and there's the fill. Cover a little bit right at the VWAP, as I mentioned, which is where this orange dotted line is. Cover a little bit more value area low and a predetermined target, and then actually covered some more going into that low. So we had the low for the day, we got our shorts in here and in here, and then we started covering, a little bit at the VWAP, tiny little bit, and then value area low, predetermined area, and then right around that low for the day. So I was able to catch that move. This is around a 70-ish point short on the NQ, so a nice catch. And then I actually let some of it go. Just a little bit of the position left. I left it as a runner, and you could see that we ended up moving lower throughout the day. So that was a nice move. And now from this point, I'm kind of just trailing my stop on these recent highs and just letting the trade do what it wants to do. Around this time of the day, it's 12:50. I'm looking to get out of the office, head away from the screens, go grab some lunch, and this thing just continued to move lower. So if we take a look there, we can see we ended up really getting some nice downside on this trade. Around a 200-point move, and it ended up popping back up into the close. So this was my full execution on the trade. Got the shorts in up here, and then started covering into that area that I just talked about. So took some more off at those lows. This runner ended up getting stopped above this high, and then I went to lunch and ended up missing this drop here, but I only had 10% size left on the trade. Anything else was just a bonus. And I actually got my last part out right here around 15-20 minutes before the close. So overall, the average exit was around an 80-ish point move on the NQ. So I'll take that to end the week. It was a great trade, very, very stress-free, very straightforward. Nice reaction off the fill, and that's exactly what I'm looking for, guys. So this trade, was nice, clean, quick, easy. Ended up making around 2,500 bucks on the trade. Stress-free day trade, nice trade to end the week. So see, we got the stats right here, courtesy of TradeZella. And yeah, guys, great trade. Nice move. Was actually able to share this move with members of the ATG fam in the Discord group, and a lot of people caught the move as well. So you can see here we had some students crushing it on that one too. Trading the same strategy as me, and I don't really like to call them students, they're more ATG fan members. We all were able to have a nice week on the futures market, guys. So nice day trade, nice catch on the NQ, and these are the exact type of moves that I like to trade. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. Make sure if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment section, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. So hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.